Welcome to IELTS.net podcast. IELTS Speaking, master the art of describing a team project. Are you preparing for the IELTS speaking test and wondering how to tackle questions about teamwork? One common topic that often appears in IELTS Speaking Part 2 is describing a project you worked on in a team. This article will guide you through answering this question effectively, providing sample answers and expert tips to help you achieve a high band score. Understanding the IELTS speaking test structure. Before we dive into the specific topic, let's briefly review the structure of the IELTS speaking test. Part 1. Introduction and interview, 4 to 5 minutes. Part 2. Long turn, 3 to 4 minutes. Part 3. Two-way discussion, 4 to 5 minutes. Our focus will be on Part 2, where you'll likely encounter the team project question, but we'll also cover related questions in Parts 1 and 3. Part 1. Introduction and Interview. In this section, the examiner might ask you some general questions about teamwork. Here are a few examples. Do you prefer working alone or in a team? What qualities make a good team member? Have you ever had any difficulties working in a team? Let's look at a sample answer for the first question. Sample answer, Band 7-8. I'd say I enjoy both individual and teamwork, as they each have their own merits. When working alone, I can focus intensely and make quick decisions. However, I find team projects particularly rewarding because they allow for diverse perspectives and often lead to more creative solutions. The synergy that comes from collaborating with others can be really energizing and often produces better results than working in isolation. Part 2. Long turn. Here's a typical cue card you might receive for this topic. Describe a project that you worked on in a team. You should say what the project was, who you worked with, what your role in the team was, and explain whether you think the project was successful. Now, let's look at two sample answers, one for Band 6-7 and another for Band 8-9. I'd like to talk about a group project I worked on during my final year of university. It was a marketing campaign for a local charity that supports homeless people in our city. Our team consisted of 4 students from different backgrounds: marketing, graphic design, and social work. I was primarily responsible for content creation, which involved writing copy for social media posts and designing informational brochures. My role required me to collaborate closely with the graphic designer to ensure our messages were visually appealing and impactful. I also had to liaise with the social work student to make sure our content was sensitive and accurately represented the charity's mission. Overall, I believe the project was quite successful. We managed to increase awareness about homelessness in our community and help the charity boost their donations by 20%. It was challenging at times to coordinate our efforts, especially when we had differing opinions, but we learned to compromise and communicate effectively. Sample answer, Band 8-9. I'd be delighted to share my experience of a collaborative project I was involved in during my tenure at a tech startup. Our task was to develop and launch a revolutionary mobile application aimed at promoting mental health awareness and providing accessible resources to users. Our multidisciplinary team comprised 6 members, each bringing a unique skill set to the table. We had 2 software developers, a UX/UI designer, a psychologist, a marketing specialist, and myself as the project manager. My role was multifaceted and pivotal in ensuring the project's smooth execution. I was responsible for coordinating the team's efforts, setting milestones, allocating resources, and facilitating communication between team members and stakeholders. This required me to leverage my interpersonal skills and technical knowledge to bridge gaps and foster a cohesive working environment. In retrospect, I would deem this project an unequivocal success. Not only did we meet our deadline and launch the app to widespread acclaim, but we also exceeded our initial user acquisition targets by 150% within the first quarter. The app has since garnered numerous accolades for its innovative approach to mental health support. The journey was not without its challenges, particularly when it came to integrating diverse perspectives and resolving conflicts. However, these obstacles ultimately proved invaluable, as they fostered creativity and pushed us to think outside the box. The experience honed my leadership skills and reinforced the importance of adaptability in a dynamic team environment. Additional questions, bullet points. The examiner might ask follow-up questions such as, how did you handle disagreements within the team? What was the most challenging aspect of working on this project? What did you learn from this team experience? Sample answer, Band 8-9 for question 1. When disagreements arose, we approached them constructively. We established a protocol for voicing concerns and brainstorming solutions collectively. This fostered an environment of open communication where everyone felt heard and valued. We often used compromise and consensus-building techniques to reach decisions that everyone could support, which strengthened our team dynamics and led to more innovative outcomes. Part 3. Two-way discussion. In this section, the examiner might ask more abstract questions related to teamwork and projects. Here are some examples. How has technology changed the way people work in teams? Do you think teamwork skills are more important now than in the past? What are some challenges of working in international teams? Sample answer, Band 8-9 for question 1. Technology has revolutionized teamwork in numerous ways. Cloud-based collaboration tools have made it possible for teams to work asynchronously and across different time zones, enhancing productivity and enabling global cooperation. Video conferencing platforms have bridged the gap between remote team members, allowing for face-to-face interactions regardless of physical distance. Moreover, project management software has streamlined task allocation and progress tracking, making it easier to maintain accountability within teams. Artificial intelligence is now being integrated into these tools, offering insights on team performance and suggesting optimal ways to distribute workload. However, this technological shift also presents challenges. The constant connectivity can lead to blurred work-life boundaries and potential burnout. There's also the risk of over-reliance on digital communication, which might diminish the quality of interpersonal relationships within teams. Balancing the benefits of technology with the need for genuine human connection is crucial. Successful teams often combine digital tools with regular in-person interactions or team-building activities to foster a strong team culture and maintain effective collaboration. Key vocabulary and phrases for high scores. To boost your IELTS speaking score, incorporate these advanced words and phrases. Synergy, noun, the interaction of elements that when combined produce a total effect that is greater than the sum of the individual elements. Example, the synergy within our team led to innovative solutions we couldn't have developed individually. Delegate, delete verb, to entrust a task or responsibility to another person. Example, as project manager, I learned to delegate tasks effectively to maximize our team's efficiency. Consensus, noun, a general agreement or accord. Example, we reached a consensus on the project timeline after a productive discussion. Cohesive, co-he adjective, characterized by unity or working together effectively. Example, our cohesive team approach allowed us to overcome numerous challenges. Mitigate, mitigate verb, to make less severe or reduce the negative effects of something. Example, we implemented several strategies to mitigate the risks associated with our ambitious project timeline. Examiner's advice for high scores. To excel in the IELTS speaking test, particularly when discussing team projects, use a range of vocabulary. Incorporate advanced words and phrases related to teamwork and project management. Provide specific examples. Don't just give general answers. Use concrete examples from your experience to illustrate your points. Show reflection. Demonstrate your ability to analyze situations and learn from experiences. Use a variety of grammatical structures. Mix simple and complex sentences to showcase your language proficiency. Maintain fluency. Practice speaking on this topic to improve your ability to discuss it smoothly and confidently. Engage with the examiner. Show interest in the discussion and elaborate on your answers without needing to be prompted. By following these tips and practicing regularly, you'll be well prepared to tackle questions about team projects in your IELTS speaking test. Remember, the key is to demonstrate your English language skills while sharing your experiences and insights effectively. For more IELTS speaking practice, check out our articles on describing a time when you faced an unexpected problem and describing a time when you had to lead a group project. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, make sure to follow our channel so you don't miss out on more valuable content coming your way. We've got a lot of exciting topics lined up, and we'd love for you to be part of the journey. Hit that follow button and stay connected with us for more insights and inspiration. See you in the next episode.